and here we are. Welcome to your new farm. It's mid-morning when you arrive at your new farm. Walter, your grandfather, is no longer able to look after the farm, so you are now taking over. Familiarise yourself with the game before you go greet your grandfather. Well, here we go. Let's start with the interface. You will find all the important information on your screen. The weather, date, time, and bank balance. And then down in the left is the minimap. Tour progress. So that is our starting tour, I believe. And then, yes, the guided tour. Now that you know the basics, let's move on. You can't just stand there. Please go to the marked location by using the direction controls. There we go. So we know these. And we have a nice marker to go over and see Walter, our grandfather. And how nice is this? The Riverbend Springs farm in its entirety, looking lovely. And I gotta say, I think that the texture update and lighting is looking much better in FS25 than it did in FS22. But there we go. Oh, we can see some of the hazy light coming through in the distance there. Fantastic. Right, let's spin around again and go see our grandfather Walter. Guided tour. You can talk to people on your farm and at specific locations on the map. Press the button to talk to them. Okay. It is.
Welcome to our lovely farm, kiddo. I'm glad you're here to continue the family business. The fact that you're about to take over the farm makes your pops quite happy, not gonna lie. When your father told me on a visit that he didn't want what I built here, I thought that was it. He even called it a dung heap when he left in his fancy suit. And then he stepped into manure on the way to his car. It's okay that he does his own thing, but I thought I had to sell the farm. Thanks to you, it can stay in the family. You don't know what that means to me. Otherwise, your crazy uncle might have turned it into an amusement park with the main attraction of catching chickens on the fields or something. Anyway, let's not talk about that just now. I can tell you some stories later. And just so you know, I'm not out of the picture just yet. I'm here if you need me, just like your friendly neighbors you should talk to sometime. They're nice people, a bit strange perhaps, but still delightful in their own ways. So, do you want me to give you a quick tour and show you some things?
Thanks, Walter. Well, he seems like a friendly fellow, and it's quite sad to hear that our father in this story has not taken up the opportunity of taking up the family farm, but we as the grandson or grandchild have. So yes, we will take the quick tour, please, Walter.
There will always be people to help you out, but it's good to have done all the steps yourself, at least once. Right next to the farm, we're going to work on a field. There's also a big tractor with a cultivator. I'll walk you through how to operate it. I can't wait to see you get started.
There we go. So we have a new destination to go to the tractor that is on the side of the field. There we go. Oh, it's not in the side of the field. It's actually in the shed. Wow, grandfather got over here very fast indeed.
Are you ready to roll?
We certainly are.
Then hop onto the tractor and attach the cultivator. It's just to the back.
Will do. Right. Here we go. Our very first tractor in FS25, the Challenger MT635, 160 horsepower. Looks very nice this. We'll hop in.
Just like that. Exactly. Now we do the work. Meet me at the field over there.
As soon as you get in, you can drive off. Drive to the marked spot and let Walter explain your first task to you. There we go. I have set up my wheel and pedals already, so we are good to go. So we'll spin round here. Zoom out a little bit because the tractor is quite loud. And over we go. Round to this section of the farm and to where Walter, Grandad, is waiting for us. He seems to jet around quite quick, does Walter, so He'll keep us on our toes, I'm sure. Right, let's head on into the field. And I've been waiting to see this. The ground deformation. We can see the tyres sinking into the field there.
Here we are. So before we can sow anything on the field, we need to take care of the stubbles, cultivate it, prepare it for the next season. Otherwise, the grain will not grow very well. Lower the cultivator and drive straight ahead. It's easy as spilling milk.
There we go. So to be able to use your attachments, you must first select them and bring them into working position. So we've already got this selected, so we just need to lower it. There we go. And we can head on off. Fantastic. And as part of this guide, we have a field progress indicator on the top right showing us the percentage. Now, we don't see the deformation as much in the stubble area, but we are cultivating this field and the stubbles, and we're getting a nice cultivated and stubbled textures. We can see the lines of the cultivator there, which is really nice. Now I am getting a little bit of flickering, I think, so we'll have to tweak my graphics settings slightly to rid of that, but we will raise up, and actually just to show you that there we go, we can see the tyre marks behind us there, which is really great, and you can see they widen, and there's also the depression of the implement as well, so that is very cool. We like that. Right, let's lower away and we'll do the other side. Seems like Walter was only bothered about doing the section he has cultivated and left this little patch to teach us a lesson.
Good. We're done here, kiddo. Now drive back to the garage and get out the seeder. I'll meet you there.
Right, there we go. We finished the cultivating, so we can lift the tool up. In fact, I am actually going to keep it lowered, because I think one thing that the ground deformation is going to sort of cause us to need to do here in FS25, that we didn't have to do in FS22, is going right to the edge of the field so we don't leave the tyre tracks and end up meaning that the field is more depressed and compacted for when we drill the crop. So there we go. Right, we'll spin around here and drop this implement off. Right, we will spin around here.
Now we change tools, kiddo. Get rid of the cultivator and attach the seeder.
Right, so we'll click OK and detach the cultivator there.
Now you need to attach the seeder. Drive back slowly.
So it is certainly cautious. I think he knows that we don't really have much experience in farming. But let's just reverse in here and grab the seed drill.
That's how it's done. The sewing machine you just attached is empty. But don't you fret, I just went to the store. Next to the shed you will find a big bag with seeds. Get over there to fill the seeder.
We have our big bag here, so we will... Oh, it automatically opens up the compartments, so we can start filling with seed. And it is set to wheat. We will need to set that to whatever crop that Walter wants.
Well done. Now you're ready to go. Last week I cultivated a field over there. Cultivated fields are ready to be sown. It's pretty straightforward. Drive the machine to the field and meet me there. We'll bring out canola.
Right, we'll head over there. Grandfather is very fast. In fact, I think he jumped over there.
Here we are. One thing you need to pay attention to is timing. plants need to be sown in specific seasons. It's midsummer. It's the perfect time to sow canola. In any other period, you might want to switch to a different kind of crop. You can always check the crop calendar. First, we need to prepare the seeder. Choose the canola seeds, as the big bag is filled with all kinds of seeds.
There we go. So we need to select canola by pressing Y for PC.
Seeding is easy. While seeding, straight lines are important though. Go back and forth to bring out the seed with as few gaps as possible. At some point, you'll have to buy a big bag of seeds at the store to refill it. But now you can use what you've got. Now, you only got to switch the machine on and lower it to the ground.
There we go. Right, so we will switch it on, I think. There we go. And then we'll have to lower the tool as well. Let's get lined up to this edge of the field. There we go. Lower away. And we are drilling. Fantastic. Can't see much of a textural difference in the field, but it is definitely sowing.
That's how it's done, kiddo. Oh, by the way, always keep an eye on the weather. According to the weather forecast, it's going to rain soon. That's perfect for canola, but not as good for the wheat on the other field. If you want to hire a helping hand at some point, you can. We're done here. The helper will do the rest.
Right, we're leaving the rest of this job to a helper. So we will select the helper.
Good job. Field workers are a great support if you're busy and cannot finish the job in time. Now get back to the garage and get out the harvester. Let's do it quickly. I'll meet you there.
Right, I don't know why the worker is changing direction completely, messing up my initial work, but never mind. We will go to the combine.
There you are. How do you feel? Are you up for something exciting?
Oh yes.
Because we'll do the harvesting next. There's a ripe field that needs taking down. Are you still up for it? The header for the harvester sits on the trailer attached at the back. Let's meet at the field, okay, kiddo? But drive carefully. That machine is a beast.
There we go. We can exit the shed. And where are we going? Bottom left-hand corner, I can see a little flashing circle. So we want to go over to where Grandfather has told us to go. Can I get through this bit? I think I can. Right. This is the Massey harvester. Go through the gateway here. And chance to see the beacons. And you can't see it on screen, but I have been able to confirm that my beacon from the FS22 Collector's Edition is flashing away in the background, which is really nice to see. I thought it wasn't going to work, but we'll head on around here and we can get set up for this harvest. Oh, there's a nice little entrance track here where we can drive into the field. I think I could hear a vehicle behind me then, unless I am mistaken. Yep, it's just gone under the bridge there. Fantastic. Nice to see. Right, here we go.
So, let's do this. You'll need to prepare the machine. With a combine harvester, the header cuts the plants. Those headers have different widths, depending on the size of the combine. Go detach the trailer. Then drive the harvester with its front to the header and attach it.
There we go, right. We detach the header trailer. Fantastic. And we will check out the cab view for the first time. Here we go. Grab our lovely header and see how we can get this attached here.
Good, you're almost set now. Before you can start harvesting, the grain tank needs to be unfolded. Do that and bring yourself into position on the field.
Right, unfolding the harvester, and we'll get ready to start on one of the rows. This should be fun. Although the pipe is going to be on the inside, but I don't think there's going to be enough quantity for us.
You can see that the field is nearly done already. I was feeling a little wobbly in the knees earlier, so I left it for you. Thought you might want to try it out anyway. All you need to do is to steer the harvester into the field. Unfold the tank, start the harvester, and do the rest.
There we go. So we can turn the machine on.
With a combine of this size, harvesting takes some time. But soon you will be able to buy a bigger one. Now go at it and show the crop who's the farmer.
Right, can we lower the header? There we go. And away we go. This is lovely. And we can disable the straw struth, but we've got it enabled in this harvester, so that's good. Right, let's get this collected in for Grandpa.
Nice one, kiddo. That's it. You have my blood in your veins, after all. The harvester has a limited capacity to store the crop. Now we need to unload the wheat onto a trailer to sell it. Prepare your harvester for unloading by unfolding the pipe.
There we go, so we can toggle the pipe, although I think Grandfather Walter has forgotten that we've left a little section here. His eyes must be deceiving him, but we can raise up and turn off now. There we go. And if we go to the external camera view, we can release the pipe.
The pipe will start extending, and the wheat will start to pour out automatically. But we're missing something, aren't we? There's no trailer here just yet. Go get the trailer in the garage. Come back to the field so we can unload.
Oh, magically hitched up to a trailer. Let's head over to the field. Oh, first shot of a train going past as well. That is nice to see. And I'm going the wrong way, so let's turn this away and head over to the harvester where Grandfather is. And some more of the traffic in the map. That is also good to see. Right, let's get next to the pipe and we can unload this crop.
To empty the tank of your harvester, pull along to it on the driver's side of the harvester. The trailer is in the correct position directly below the pipe. The harvester will start to unload automatically. Neat, huh? Wait it out until it's unloaded. Well done, kiddo. You can either store the crop in your silo or you can sell it. This load I promised to a vendor friend of mine. He's already waiting for you. So all you gotta do is drive the tractor with the trailer to his unloading station. Now drive to the grain elevator to sell the wheat.
There we go, we're off to the grain elevator. I can see it's a distance of 1,000 meters away, so let's head over there. Get the indicators going because that is safe driving. And it's really nice to see the different textures that the tires are leaving on various different pieces of ground. I can see the dust flickering up. I can also hear noises from the trailer as we are going over bumps and knocks, so that is pretty nice. Good realism. There we go. Nice little knock and bump there. Down the country track. Looked like a shortcut, but I think I made the journey longer for myself. think we have made it, so we'll turn in left here. And oh, should have gone in the other way, but that's fine. We can do an about turn. And I gotta say, I'm actually really liking the different textures that we can see on the ground. There's some real realism to the floor and the crevices, potholes.
This is one of many summer farms. If you don't like the prices you get on the market, you can also store the grain in your farm silo to wait it out. Sell your goods later. Now, let's get to it. Drive the trailer over the tip area and unload.
Right, there we go. We can unload.
Well done. At some point, you'll do this in your sleep. Now, let's go back to the farm, shall we?
Let's head on back. Nice chance for us to see a bit of Riverbend Springs. And I will like to do a little drive around tour once we have finished. Ridge, going over Riverbend Springs River, or whatever the river is called in Riverbend Springs. Right, we're not too far away from Grandpa's farm. Nearly got hit by a train. Back over the railway track and down into the farm. I do like that the farm is right near the railroad. And here is Grandpa waiting for us.
You're back. Splendid. I started wondering if you joined your father. Well, where were we? Right. You've seen the most important steps on the field now. There's always more to do, like yield improvement, liming, fertilizing, weeding. Those require special equipment. Next thing is gaining a bit of a feel for everything. I'll just leave you to it so you can try out a few things. You don't want your old grandpa meddling with your business all the time, do you? But I'll be here if you need anything. If you want more detailed info, you can also ask Ben. He has been one of my most trusted helpers in the past. He will gladly explain a lot of farming techniques. Now, get to farming. Dung heap indeed. You'll do just fine. This farm is your farm now.
There we go. We have completed the tour. Thank you, Grandpa Walter. And it's been nice to do some of the starting jobs around the Riverbend Springs starting farm. Take a quick look around here, and it looks like this is the Hickory Brook farm. And is this where we can sell certain items? Ooh, yeah, looks like this is a local farm shop, which is quite a nice addition. Perhaps we can sell some of our produce, which is good. Chicken coop over here, where we could have some chickens and an American football helmet. Very nice. Some really good decoration around in this area and this farm. Ooh, the bees are over here, busy making honey, I'm sure. I'm not quite sure what this is. This looks to be one of the construction projects, potentially. So we'll have to see what is here. Ah, small shed that requires wood beam, planks long, and planks. Here is the farm silo. And yeah, this is quite a small farm, but quite a nice farm. It's got a few fields to it. So we'll make quite an interesting start for any series. And my plan is, I think that I'm going to do a solo series on Riverbend Springs, which we will start separately. But this has been a nice introduction to FS25 and the first map. And we utilised the tour guide Walter. I think for the other map reviews, I will probably just explore myself. But for now, I'm going to hop in the other tractor that's here. And we can hopefully have a look around the map. So, if we take a look at the map, it is very well distributed and Riverbend Springs because it has this lovely river meandering its way through it. And it does seem to split in half here around this island section. So I need to pick a road that I can drive around that is going to give us a good look and feel of the map. So I think what we might do is come out of the farm, turn left, go and see some of this area here. Looks like there's a road that borders all the way around that we can drive down. Then we can turn left, go over this bridge here into this field area and back round where we might then see if we can cut in to the central town, which I think we saw when we dropped off that wheat at the grain silo. Right, let's set off and I will try and find my way as best I can. And we made it back to the farm. Fantastic. That was quite a nice little tour, and we got to see a few bits, the ferry and the town and the various parts of the map that really stem around the river. That has been a fun start to FS25. We've done the guided tour for Riverbend Springs. We'll be looking to do a series for this map in the future, but not before we've done the first looks of the other two maps as part of the base game. I hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hope to catch you again later. Cheers all. Bye bye.